Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you guys right back to
The two guys and
a CyberTruck, baby. My name is Rico B,
my name is Mo.
and together we are the new,
The new kids on the block. Let's call it.
new kids on the block.
New kids on the block,
I
man.
don't know, man. New kids on the block.
Oh, I know new kids on the block, man. Let's just keep it like it. Yeah, you know, yeah,
That's fresh.
you know, always you have to be humble, man. That's
Yeah, that's true.
you
That's
know,
true.
in life you just have to be humble, right? You know.
Kids on the block. We need donation, by the way.
Oh, you know, bro.
So, anybody want to donate? The show hasn't started yet. Well, how was your day?
Day was pretty good, you know. Welcome to another episode. We're just gonna pick up from where we left off last time, right? We're talking about, you know, what are some of the misconception, you know, maybe not the exact what we used last time, but going back home, right? Yeah, you know.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's such a huge topic, and like we said in the last episode, that's the reason why a lot of people are not going back home, just because, you know, they're kind of unsure as to, you know, what they're going to face and all the other unknown that nobody tells them.
Yeah, you know, the security, the money aspect, the fun. That's one of the big things too. And another thing we didn't talk about too, it's the document. Traveling document
to go home.
Traveling document, you know, some people move here, you know, we all came here a different way, you know.
Yeah.
Some people have legal documents, some people don't. That's another issue too, another big issue actually. That's something that we should actually talk about more, right?
Yeah. You know, that's a fact, because, you know, I came here as a landed immigrant. So we had this documentation intact when we got here.
Exactly.
As a landed immigrant. I think like a couple of weeks after that, we got our PR cards, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Like, and it
I'm
was
an resident,
for you.
Yeah.
And then you got your permanent residence.
Yeah.
You already had what they call the thing, your PR cards, everything.
And then,
Something else I was thinking about.
well, to travel, they give you this temporary travel document.
Right, if you want to leave the country.
Yes.
But you are allowed to go, you can live outside the country for 6 months out of the year while you're waiting for everything else to kind of settle in the process.
That's right. And you're allowed to travel everywhere else except where you came from. It all depends.
Really?
It all depends on your.
I didn't know that.
It all depends on if you're a asylum seeker and all the stuff, right?
Oh.
You have to remember that. So yeah, political asylum, you're allowed to travel everywhere except if you're not a citizen, right? This this is some of the.
So once you become citizen, does that change this?
That change. You have no restriction.
Now it makes sense. Why my family kept telling me I couldn't go back to Liberia. I think that was the reason that I didn't even want to go back to Liberia. I was like, that's part of the reason, son. You guys give me stress.
You didn't restrict you, man.
That's a major thing. And let's talk about the visa.
You know, that's my problem with the continents right now, right? It's a continent. We live, 54 countries? Oh, I could be wrong by now, man. Is it 55 now? Man, what happened? Is this South Sudan? Is still a country or what?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A few years ago. I keep forgetting about South Sudan, right? Sorry.
Y'all know people, man. We the same black.
We're the same. But yeah, no.
Yeah, the odds don't start a war here, bro.
Right, yeah, no.
We got enough crisis already to deal with.
We need to resolve.
I guess it's 54. Last I checked.
Yes, is that including South Sudan? That's my question.
Let's just go with 54 and let's not try to get into all the intricate.
Okay. I got you.
I would say yes.
Yeah, but this is my problem, right? No, it's the continent alone. How come we don't have one passport, a visa-free? You know, what's the point of the AU? Like, that's my question.
The AU is useless. The AU don't work for black people like us.
Right.
It doesn't work for.
I remember a few years ago they brought out the AU passport. I haven't seen one. I have ECOWAS passport. I have. Do you believe?
ECOWAS?
Yes. Do you know I have 2 ECOWAS passports right now?
How the hell do you get ECOWAS passport and I don't even have one?
Seriously, I have one for Guinea, which 10 years, and I have one for Liberia.
Oh, you get. I thought you were good to go everywhere. What's the point?
You're good to go everywhere, but no. But problem is, this is the problem. See, that's the problem. I want to get an ECOWAS passport. I went to get a Liberian passport a few years ago, during alien time. And
Okay, Ellen Johnson.
yes.
Okay.
And then, I have all these roadblocks. These guys think they will do me a favor,
Right.
right? I have all these
They want
roadblocks.
to steal from you. That's
Right.
what they do. They're good at that.
So, you know what? And they were charging me amount of, can you believe? One of the guy actually said I should give him a Canadian passport for that.
You should give him your Canadian.
I should give up.
You should give up your Canadian passport so you can have the ECOWAS passport.
Yeah.
ECOWAS that's corrupt as shit. Okay,
Yeah. You know what?
that makes sense.
At that time, Liberia didn't have the dual citizenship
Oh, thing going on.
thing on.
That was until
But hey, come on. They're all your politicians, leaders, and whatever you call the lawmakers, they all has a dual passport.
Okay.
Most of them, 90% of them have from passport. So yeah, with all this roadblock and all this guys think are doing me a favor, so I just F it. And yeah, I think it was one of my first visits back home there.
Yeah.
And it's like F it, forgot about it. And I think a trip after that, I didn't even bother going to trying to get an ECO passport on the LIB.
Right.
I was in Guinea, and then one of our cousins was like, "Oh, you can get a passport next time you're coming. You don't need a visa,
Right.
right?" Because that's the problem too. And then, like you're coming from the Western world, you need a visa to go to this country.
Right.
Okay. And for me, I just don't go to one country. I travel to multiple countries.
Yeah, you go.
Right? So getting the ECOWAS passport made sense. So I apply for a Guinea passport.
So let's get into some details here. What are some of like the benefits of like the ECOWAS passport? So you get the ECOWAS passport, you can visit multiple countries with the ECOWAS passport.
It's visa free. So
Oh, it's visa free.
well, if you have it, traveling from here, which was good because all my other trip, except the last one,
Right.
I have to apply for for visa,
I see.
right? And then you have to send your passport to either Ottawa or DC,
Right.
and then you'll be sitting there most of the time. I know people that actually their passport got missing in the mail.
Oh.
They have to reschedule the trip. Again, the benefit of getting an ECOWAS passport is you travel, free visa. Like last time, my last trip there,
Yeah.
flew right into Conakry and just took the ECOWAS lane, quick to get out of the airport anyway. You don't have to go through the long lane for foreigners.
Oh.
And then I use the same passport. This time we'll laissez-passer.
Okay.
So I don't have to get laissez-passer to travel to different countries anymore.
What's the cost of that passport?
Well, I can't remember now, but it's less than $100.
Oh, less than $100
Less than
for the
$100.
ECOWAS passport?
Yes, the Guinean one. I got the Guinean one, and that was 10 years. 10 years. It's valid for 10 years.
It's valid for 10 years.
Yeah, so it's less than $100.
Okay.
And I got a Liberian one this year when I went to LIB.
And how much was that?
And that was like, all in all was like, wow. I think by the time I bribed people, it's like, because I got it the same day.
Oh, you got it the same
day.
I like how you said by the time you bribe people.
Yeah.
That's like
It was a little bit over $200.
Okay. So 200 US or
Yes. Yeah,
200 USD?
Yeah, that's one of the things you talk about to the Liberian USD stuff.
Okay.
Well, that will be another topic for another day.
All right, cool. So yeah, we just talk about all the documentation that you're gonna need, the visa and stuff like that. I remember like this is my recent trip when I went home recently. That trip was actually horrible. I don't talk about it just because but so many things happened.
So speaking of that, did you get a visa?
Dude, I got a visa. Well, I was supposed to get a visa. I didn't get a visa. I got there, the visa. They told me that I could go to Ivory Coast without the visa. So I didn't particularly feel like I needed the visa. I felt like, look, once I land, I will grab my visa there.
Visa upon arrival. Yes,
the problem is, Brussels won't let me go.
No, they won't let you. That's what I'm saying. Airlines will not let you on board unless you get a visa. It doesn't matter what country you go. I found that out.
Well, I found out the hard way, bro. I had to spend 4 days, cost me extra money. And guess what? Once I didn't realize this, but this will wrap this thing up. Once I missed that flight, my return flight was automatically canceled. But I didn't know that. So here I was, showed up to leave the 16th. And I get there, no, you can't leave the system, monsieur. I was like, why? It's like, you didn't come with us. I'm like, but they told, and I called them up. They were like, yeah, you be good, you be good. Those guys, customer service is horrible. No, and there was a black chick that did that shit to me. So, hey, you owe me money.
No. When you're in Africa, man, customer service airlines.
But you were saying though, there was something you were saying there.
Yeah. No, there's some kind of Liberia actually this year they just launched a visa upon arrival. But the thing is too, there's all these visa upon arrival. These airlines are not working with it. Like
I'm not doing it again.
No, seriously. That was good. When I was going when I was leaving out of Calgary.
Yeah.
What was my connecting flight? In Toronto. Yeah. So out of Calgary was fine. So I just flew to Toronto.
Yeah.
And in Toronto, and then I have my Canadian passport.
Right.
So, and the next thing I was sitting in the lounge, enjoying my meal. All I heard is my name going off. They're calling me.
Right.
So I rushed up there, or check out. It's like, well, why they call me for? It's like, oh, they want to verify my visa.
Yeah. Oh, in Toronto?
Yes.
Oh,
you have to get on board, right?
You're lucky it got done in Toronto. At least you're staying in the country.
Right. So
I was stuck in Brussels. I got to talk about that. Fuck.
So, but no, then I was like, I just give her my ECOWAS passport.
Okay.
And she just punched your numbers and
everything was good.
That was good.
Okay, so you got very lucky. I tell you one thing, I don't like Brussels, and I don't think I would live there. Bro, those people eat bread. They eat bread in the morning, bread in the evening, bread in the afternoon. They love bread, tea, and beer.
Oh.
All sandwiches, bro. All different type of sandwiches.
You flew Brussels Airlines?
I flew Brussels Airlines.
Bro, I did that once. I will never repeat there again.
Oh, really? What happened?
Horrible customer service. I didn't like their customer service.
The customer service is
I didn't like how. I remember flights out of Brussels to Conakry, and I didn't like how the flight attendants were really treating the passengers.
They're rude.
Very rude.
They're very.
Since then,
I've never met a bunch of rude black women in my life. Mine was black.
I'm not gonna call people.
No, mine was black. I would say, come for me. You guys cost thousands of dollars, man.
They were very rude. Since then,
very rude.
It was the first and last time I ever flew Brussels Airlines.
Okay.
Right, and since then I've either KLM, Air France.
I see. Is that better?
Delta. Bro, KLM is the best.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
KLM.
Is it more expensive?
Well,
it depends.
No, it depends.
It's same thing.
It's the same thing, but the thing about KLM is you just have to make one more stop.
Okay.
You either stop in Amsterdam, or you stop in Paris.
Right.
So it has to be one more stop. That's the only difference.
Nice.
Brussels Airlines, you go to Brussels straight to Africa.
Right.
It's a little different there.
So, okay, so they put me in this small room. Like, this room was so small, and they had this king size bed in there. It was the weirdest thing. You could barely even move, and I'm not a big guy. Like, I'm a pretty small guy, but like, it was so tight, bro. I would hit, and all the rows are just like you see in the documentary and the film. Very petite, very small. Like, very like, I don't know what's going on in
Amsterdam is like that.
I would hate. I wouldn't want to live there.
You went to a coffee shop?
No, I didn't go to a coffee shop. I was so sick of the treatment there. Bro, we got another 15 seconds.
Woo! Let's give it on, man. Well, let's go a little more. Conversation is getting. Let's forget about this document stuff. Documentation. Some of you had said, like, I have some of my homeboys. They've been in this country. They never.
All right, we'll go another 5 minutes over.
Yeah,
that's it.
See, documentation is one of the issues. Like we talk.
You mean
about
like going home?
Going home.
Okay.
Like some people come to this country, they think they're in heaven. Like everything is over.
Right.
Right, and they don't bother. They don't bother. Getting their documentation.
Yeah. Right? And they be here for like years.
For years.
I know people like.
Like I know people. I have one of my close homeboy right now, and same scenario, right? And can't travel, can't go anywhere, can't leave the country.
But does he want to travel?
Yes. This one.
So why did he wait so long?
When I was in Windsor, he came to Windsor.
Right.
Bro, I wanted to go to Detroit. Let's go to Detroit Auto Show.
Right.
One of the biggest auto show.
Yeah. I've been. Frank and I was at that auto show.
I've been to that auto show a couple of times, but homeboy couldn't cross the border.
Right.
right? It's like someone is found, right? And it's not like it's not legal. It's legal in the country.
Right.
It's not like you have a criminal record or so. They just
Some people are just lazy. No, it's not about having time, bro, because literally it takes a weekend for you to focus and file the documents.
Right.
Because even if you send it off first and they go over it and something is wrong, they send it back to you. But at least you started the process already. People didn't even start the process yet, bro.
But remember, you don't want to need it. You need it. You trace it.
It's
You
your
go after it.
responsibility.
Exactly.
And people just don't do it.
People don't care.
People don't care.
People don't care. The government doesn't care.
No, the government don't care. What does that have to do with the government?
Exactly, right? It's your documentation. It's your paper. You don't want to travel.
100%. 100%.
You need to put some effort into it.
Yeah.
Some people just don't want to use, lazy. They're too lazy. They don't want to do it.
Super lazy,
Right.
don't want to do it. Very much like, some people, the whole idea is this, right? They don't even want to go back home. That's where they start off first. Before they even start processing the document, forget about that part. Their mentality is that, what am I going to go back home for?
Exactly.
I'm already in heaven. But they don't realize, like, no, there's no such place as heaven. All right? Maybe when we die, I don't know. Don't come for me. But all I'm saying is, like, when people come here, they feel like they have arrived. And they have no intention of going back home whatsoever.
Bro, I'm not trying to call you off there. I went to this baby shower. Maybe I'm going to touch on it a little bit. We'll talk about it more in the next episode. I went to this baby shower a couple months ago.
Right.
And there was this girl there that we got into this heated conversation. And it's the second time now running into her at an event.
Right.
And where she acted like she never from Africa.
Oh, okay.
She pretended she came from Africa. She was very little.
She acts like she was born here. You gotta love those ones.
Even though she's established, you gotta give her credit. She's established.
Right.
But forget that Africa is a place where she thinks like Africa is a shithole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Donald Trump.
Literally, yeah.
I'm using Donald Trump word. Like seriously, no, bro.
How did that make you feel, though?
Bro, it hurts.
Because you're spending thousands of dollars to go back home.
Bro, it hurts for people like that. Where you came from, your heritage, your home. No matter what you do, man, you will never be. You will never be.
Back home even for a while. Let your roots remind you why you smile.
No matter what we do, bro. No matter what we do,
Right.
we'll always be an immigrant in this country.
We will always be.
Our children are from here. Yes, the kids that we have here, they're from here. Or no matter what you say, you're never from here. You came from somewhere. You need to know your roots. You need to know your culture.
Yeah.
You need to know where you came from.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the movie by Alex Haley. Is it Alex Haley? The Roots.
Alex Haley, the guy from the Roots. Yeah, the Roots.
Kunta Kinte.
Kunta Kinte, yeah.
Bro, man, you watch that movie? Have you seen that movie? Or have you read the book?
I read a book. Yeah.
Okay, you read
I read a book, yeah.
Okay, I read the book.
Yeah.
And I watched the movie. Obviously, the movie and the book is two different things.
But it's a beautiful story.
It's a beautiful story.
The whole Toby, that particular scene and that power. Most people don't want to attach themselves to that. People are ashamed of these things. And my whole position about this whole thing is like, look, that's your heritage. Whether you like it or not.
That's your heritage.
That's your heritage.
My uncle introduced me to that book. And he actually made a request. He wanted the movie. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And because the whole thing is, it's the Mandingo background. That's my culture.
Right.
Well, we can continue. We can hit on that next time.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, listen. It's 2 minutes in the CyberTruck. The conversation was just getting juicy, but you know what it is. We got to commit to our time. We went over 5 minutes today. Supposed to be 15 minutes, but I think we're still within the work frame of everything else that we're trying to do here and achieve.
Right. No, it's despite the weather, it's at least we came out, put some effort in, and at least got an episode for you guys. The conversation, it's gonna get even interesting. It's gonna be an uncomfortable conversation, uncomfortable questions. You guys stay tuned. We're gonna bring some controversial guests.
100%. We're going to bring those guys in. We're looking for good guests, not just anybody. We're looking for good guests. someone who can actually help build the platform. I mean, this whole thing that we're trying to do here, Mo, is to give people value, give people reason, because we've both been home already.
And voices.
Give people reason to go home. I was telling someone today, I'm like, look, it's cool to be here and all, but it gets to a point in this particular society where you're just like, shit, where do I go? What do I do? What am you're confused. You're not sure. So you almost have to go home to almost get that battery on your back again to be like, yeah, I belong to a society. I come from somewhere. I didn't just fall from the sky here. You know, it wasn't a matter of like begging and all of that stuff. Things happen. Yes, it wasn't in my control, but now we're here now. Yes, but it doesn't mean we don't have a home. At the end of the day, your home is your home. And the fact that some of you think like, oh, because you are here now, you have arrived. And Mo, you said something earlier on. I would just have to correct that because you said, look, even though you are, as the parents, is an immigrant, but your kids, they were born here, therefore, but look, even your kids, they're still immigrant at the end of the day. They can't tell who was born here, who wasn't born here. They see you, they know you weren't from here. So everybody gets hit with the same thing. So, hey, listen, we gotta go.
See you next time.
Two guys in the CyberTruck. Two guys in the CyberTruck. Two guys in the CyberTruck. Two guys in the CyberTruck.
Two guys in a CyberTruck. Rolling through the snow, but we dreaming of the sun. Yeah. From Calgary to Monrovia, we're linking up the love. Africa not home, even when it feels rough. It's not perfect, but it's worth it, yeah, that's us.